How do y'all think Gon and Killua will continue to evolve as the story progresses? Let's talk about it. All right, first of all, big shout out to Sil for asking me about this today. And in particular, he wanted to know where I thought these two fell short in their abilities and how might they improve. And Sil provides some of his own answers to this as well, so let's go over that first. And the first thing he says is that Gon doesn't really have a way to ensure that he can hit his opponents. So maybe he would make a binding vow, as he puts it, but I would just call that a nin contract in the world of Hunter x Hunter, where he could maybe create a roulette, kind of like Kite's ability with his scythe, wherein he does his rock, paper, scissors, but he doesn't know which of the three it's going to be. And if he guesses correctly, maybe that would give him like a faster or a more accurate version of the attack. And I do think that's a really cool idea. And then for Killua, he says that, he's already got the speed thing cracked, but maybe he could charge up his lightning for a more potent attack, or perhaps create some sort of like lightning entity, like some sort of pet that he could use in combat as well. And I too think that's a really cool idea. Now, for me personally, this is going to be a pretty boring answer, but as far as what I think they lack and where they have room to grow is just experience and time practicing the fundamentals, right? They're still so young, even as prodigious as they are. They just need time to hone these basic things more and more. Like we saw how much they grew just from the time they spent with Biscuit training in Greed Island, right? So imagine just another 10 years, just getting better at focusing their aura and using it in particular ways. Whether it's developing new Hatsus or not, I really just think those fundamentals plus, just growing into their more adult bodies is going to be the biggest jump for them. Now, with Killua in particular, he's already got a great Hatsu with Godspeed. And you mentioned it already that his speed itself is top notch. So I would agree that just figuring out a good way to pack a more powerful punch is probably his next best move, but I don't even think that requires creating a new Hatsu. It probably just requires getting more skill with Godspeed itself. And then honestly with Gon, I think it's even more straightforward because we got a glimpse of what a prime Gon could look like. And it doesn't even involve any fancy Hatsus or anything like that, right? He's just a physical beast with his enhancer Nin. So just as he develops those pure fundamentals, he's going to be absolutely crazy. Like Uvo is basically the blueprint for a Gon style enhancer because he wasn't doing anything fancy. He didn't have any crazy Hatsus. He was just that strong and proficient with his Nin. So again, I know this is a boring answer, but I honestly just think they need more time. They need more experience with the fundamentals and they're going to be demons. But y'all let me know your thoughts.